Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and this is our Underdog show. We're going to be talking about the NBA slate on March 5th, Tuesday. We've got 9 games, and I know I say this every single video, but we have a lot of exciting matchups. Actually, there's been like once or twice that I didn't say that, but it's just because we're having so much fun with, playing DFS. With like NBA, NFL was a blast. So there's a lot to look forward to. And I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but it seems like this time of year, blowouts aren't as scary. Like they still can affect things, but we can see them coming a little bit more than just looking at the spread now. If you're watching a lot of the games, and you can kind of target the plays that are a little bit blowout proof. Not that you can do that every time, but it's a little bit better than it was at the beginning of the season. So it's a fun time of year. Everyone's getting serious about trying to make playoffs and secure their spot, not get stuck in the play-in. So we have a lot to look forward to on this 9-game slate. I got my Suns in prime time against the Nuggets on TNT and HBO Max. So that's going to be a lot of fun, the night game. And then we got the Cavaliers and the Celtics as the other prime time game. So we're going to have some fun with it. Before we get into our plays, though, if you haven't actually signed up for Underdog, use our promo code BACKDOOR. The promo code is BACKDOOR. And they will match your first deposit up to $100. So they're going to double what you put on. So you put on 100, you get 200 to play with, and they're going to give you instant pick'em specials. So you get some like discounted plays right out of the gates that are unique to you for signing up. So that's in addition to the plays that they run on here every day. So we've been having a blast with it. There's some plays that you're not going to find on like Prize Picks, which we're excited about. We had a good night. We unfortunately. We had, we'll get into the recap. We're not there yet. Let's talk about the plays we're going to take just in case you guys want to lock these in, and then we'll go over everything. So we've got 5 plays for you as usual. We're going to be taking Herbert Jones over 3.5 rebounds, Jalen Johnson over 8.5 rebounds, Emmanuel Quickly over 12.5 rebounds and assists. I didn't realize I was scrolled to the bottom first. We're also taking Kyrie Irving, 4.5 rebounds, and Paolo Banchero over 5.5 assists. All right, so we're going to talk about our recap here real quick. And let's see. So yeah, we had a good night. I don't know, you guys tell us. So I'm in a state right now that is legalizing sports betting across the board. So my Underdog has been switched to this champions mode where I just have 5 free to play slips every day. Which is fun, but I do wish I could just put my own money on it. So hopefully March 11th is when it's legalized out here. So hopefully it changes where I can just do traditional pick'em and actually wager more than just the free play amount. But for me, I had the Taylor Hendricks play was rescued, and I'm still waiting to see what it's going to do on the champion setting. Jordy, you did a standard play, right?
Yes, I did the 5-man standard play, and it just refunded me. I was like, you're not going to give me like the 4 or 5 or, like at least 4 or 4. I just think that's kind of like crazy. Like if all of the plays hit, and from what I'm understanding reading it, I guess it doesn't refund you if your plays don't hit. So it's like you get your money back if they all hit, which is just crazy. But if that's how it is, and that's how it is, but that's kind of whack in my opinion.
Yeah. We're just, we're used to like them just downgrading. So this is our first time having this situation with Underdog. So you guys let us know, because Jordy went standard. If you had an insured play and you took this play, I'm curious if it just gave you the credit for 4 or if it's giving you a refund, because they're saying it gives you a refund and the following day you're going to get like a free prop. So we're kind of curious how all that works. We still have fun with it regardless. We just would have preferred, if they just downgraded it. But hopefully maybe you faded the Taylor Hendricks and took the other 4. You never have to take this whole slip. We're just showing you the plays we like. We're still happy with that success rate because Taylor was on his way to crushing that line, and then he left the game. So that would have been a sweep for us if he hadn't left the game, unfortunately. But you know what? Actually, the people who didn't take the slip don't know what we're talking about right now. So we took Nikola Jokic over 13.5 rebounds and assists. He went for 15. Taylor Hendricks we took for, what was his line at, 17.5?
Yeah.
We took him for...
You said Jokic, it was Vucevic.
Jokic? Yeah. Nikola Jokic, is that what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah. he would have went for way more than 15. That's like an off night for Jokic. Nikola Vucevic. We took him for over 15, or he went for 15. We took him at 13 and a half, but Taylor Hendricks, we took at 17 and a half. He went for 11 PRA and then left the game early. And they rescued it because I believe he left in the first half. John Collins, over 11 rebounds and assists. He went for 16, crushed it. Marvin Bagley, we were all over this play. We loved it. We put it in a lot of slips across multiple platforms. 8.5 rebounds and assists. And he went for 14, and then he ended up leaving the game too. So thankfully it was later on, but hopefully he's back soon, because we're a big fan of Bagley right now. It's nice. We're getting good lines on Bagley, I'll put it that way. And Cam Johnson, over 3.5 first quarter points. He ended up beating that. On another platform on Prize Picks, I took his first half points because they didn't have the first quarter points, which we preferred, and he ended up cashing that as well. So we had a decent outing. But yeah, let us know in the comments how that worked out for you, if you ended up taking an insured play or not. But all right, so before we break these plays down, we just want to talk to you guys about Daily Grind. And that is the DFS optimizer. They make many tools. We love all of them. I've been really having fun with the middling tool. But the DFS optimizer is our main tool that you see us using. We use it to search out plays. I bet you we found the majority of the plays from last night we were definitely utilizing the DFS optimizer. And it's not always just like you plug and play the top plays. Like, no, it just puts stuff on your radar. And then you go and, we hop over to Outlier and we see what the matchup's looking like. And then we confirm our play and we're like, yeah, we do like this. Then we go back and double check everything and check all the odds across the odds makers and see what kind of a deal we're getting, So if you guys are interested in checking that out, they are giving all of our viewers 25% off. They've been a partner of ours from the beginning. And we have a lot of gratitude for those guys. They're really good people. They made a really killer product, and they reached out to us earlier than everybody, and they've been our favorite so far. So they're hooking all of our viewers up 25% off. If you guys want to check that out, just use code BACKDOOR, and there's a link in the description of the video. So like I've said before, Jordy and I build this whole slip out together. It's not like our other videos where we have our individual picks. But it's kind of fun. We do it different on Underdog, and we just build the whole thing out. But yeah, I'm going to be covering Jalen Johnson and Emmanuel Quickley. Let's see, who do I got pulled up here first? Emmanuel Quickley. All right, let's take a look at the over-under real quick. We get a 228.5 over-under with the Pelicans favored by 8.5. It's a little bit of a tricky situation because, Scotty Barnes is still out. So that's why we're all over this play. That's why we're all over it. For this last game against Charlotte, and he just went nuts. But he does have a little bit of a tough matchup, so keep that in mind. They are first in rebounds allowed to point guards, so they don't allow many rebounds, just 4.7 per game. He's been grabbing quite a bit of boards for his position, but they're also sixth in assists allowed, 7.8. So that's more than enough there to get this done. Actually, no, he's going to have to go above their average. It's kind of right on that line. This is just barely over 13. I believe, no, barely over 12. It's just under 13, but he's been really just like killing it with Scotty Barnes out. But the only thing that concerns me slightly, so go with your gut, is not only is Scotty Barnes out, Jakob Poeltl is out. So it's like, we just don't want to see this turn into a blowout, but they do have Kelly Olynyk, who's very competent. I'm not saying he'll just play the center position. They might have another guy that they're going to throw in and still keep Kelly at the 4. But we'll see how that goes. But we still love this play enough to take it because if you look at these last 3 games, I believe Scotty may have gotten, it was the game against Golden State. Scotty went out mid-game. So he did this with Scotty against Dallas on the 28th. And then against Golden State, Scotty goes out and Scotty was having a great game. And then quickly ends up going for 11 assists and 5 rebounds. Following game without Scotty, 7 rebounds, 11 assists. So he's on a heater right now. So we want to stay in the flames with him. He's averaging 36.3 minutes per game, just 2.4 fouls. So he's not getting in foul trouble. So feeling good about this. Just keep in mind, that we would be even more confident in this play if Poeltl was in. So we'll see how it goes, but I still think that they're going to need him to do a lot. And I think that his minutes will be at least 35. So feeling good about this play overall. If we hop over to Daily Grind and take a look here. Okay, so it's at a 50-50, right? Yeah, let me just refresh this. This was just favored to go over a second ago. Oh, it still is. Like, I just had to refresh it. It's so close, guys. It's like we were just telling you guys, like, go with your gut on this play. They have it just barely juiced to the over at a 50.65% odds to hit, so pretty close to a 50-50 shot. They have it at a minus 121, which we've seen worse. So they are definitely favoring it to go over. And we've got mixed emotions here. Some odds makers are favoring it. Oh, okay. So actually, no, what's going on here is all the other odds makers have it at 12.5. So that's a good sign. So 12, the fact that we're still getting it at 12, we like that. So definitely going to be taking this play. And moving on to my next play, this Jalen Johnson rebounds play. He's gone over this 7 out of his last 10 games. So we're big fans of this kid. Like Jordy, like he got on Jordy's radar early in the season. He's like, this kid Jalen Johnson is incredible, and he got it on my radar, and I'm like, this dude is nuts. Like, so the fact that he's a rookie and he's averaging these types of games is incredible, and he's got a really good matchup here. We've got the Knicks, who are pretty banged up right now. I don't even know if what's his name? Why can't I think of his name? Their main guy, Jalen Brunson. Yeah, he's a game time decision. He busted up his knee pretty bad. Like, I honestly would be surprised if he bounced back that quick. Anything on the Hawks side? So Inyeke's still out, which they don't play the same exact position, but he is a big, so there are rebounds that are he's been capitalizing on with him out. But yeah, the matchup specifically to small forwards, there's a soft spot here. That's pretty incredible. The Knicks are second in rebounds allowed as a team. And then if you hop over to small forwards, they're 21st. So that's like a perfect matchup for Jalen here. He's averaging 36.6 minutes. You love to see it as a rookie. Just 2 fouls per game, not getting in foul trouble. All the indicators are lighting up green for this one, so we feel really good about it. If we hop over to Daily Grind for this one, they have it as his top play on Underdog, so 53.4% odds to hit the over. This one's all the way up at a minus 133 on Daily Grind odds, which is our favorite odds to verify whether or not we like the play. The rest of these across the board are a minus 128 or higher for it to go over, so we're feeling great about this play. And those are the two I'm going to be covering. By the way, if you guys do want to check out this app Outlier, we've also partnered with them, and they're giving all of our viewers a 7-day free trial. So even if you just want to use it for 7 days and take advantage of all that it offers, I'm sure you'll want to subscribe after you get a taste of it, but this thing does everything. So try it out for 7 days and get to know everything that it does, and I swear you'll have a lot of fun with it. All right, Jordy, I'm going to let you take it over from here, bro.
Yeah, man. So before I get into talking about these last 3 plays, we just want to tell you guys really quickly about Chalkboard. Chalkboard is another, like pick'ems type platform, prop platform. It's a great time over there. You can adjust your own lines. That's like the thing they do that no other prop app does that I know of. You can take your own lines and they give you a baseline. So like Kyrie Irving, for instance, with the 4.5 rebounds, they'll give you the 4.5 rebound line. But what you can do is bump it down and get like a 1.1x. So I could take it at like 3.5 and get like a 1.1x or 1.4x at 2.5 or 3.5. And then if I think he's going to go for more than 5, I could bump it up to like 5.5 and get like a 2.5x or even higher and go all the way up to like a 4x. So it's really cool. It's really unique. You can go all the way up to 100x as well on that app, and you can place bets as low as $1. So it's insane. You can also insure your plays just like Underdog. So it's pretty special what they're doing over there. We're partnered up with them. So if you go to the link in the description below and you use code BACKDOOR at checkout, they'll hook you up with a 100% deposit match. It's only iOS only right now. But they are working on the Android version. I think it's coming in March 17th or 18th. 18th. Okay. And then they're also working on a desktop version. So stay tuned for that. I can't wait for the desktop version because I do a lot on my computer. So it'll be fun. So yeah, let's get into these plays now. First one I got here is this Paulo Banchero. We were looking at his assists and we liked what we saw. For over 5.5, this is on Daily Grind, is a 53.55% chance to go over and a minus 136. Let's go ahead and pull up this over under really quick. 207.5 over under with an 8.5 point favorite to the Orlando Magic. I think it might be a little bit higher scoring than 207 in my opinion, but we'll see. So I like this Paulo Banchero line a lot. The assist matchup looks great for him. To small forwards, they're ranked 30th, giving up 5 assists a game. He's more than capable of going over this line. He's been in kind of a lull with this one, but he's had some tough matchups. He played New York, he played Cleveland, he played Utah, and he played Detroit twice, which Detroit surprisingly plays really good defense. They just can't win games. So in the head-to-head, he's done this twice and missed it just by 0.5 in 2 of the other games that he missed it in. So he went for 8 in the last matchup, and that was in December. So I'm curious to see how this one goes. He did hit this twice, though, and over the last 10, he's done it 6 times. Over the last 20, he's done it 13 times. So we feel good about that. Over the last 5, like I said, he's been in a little bit of a lull with this. But if you look at the injury report as well, we got no LaMelo Ball, of course, no Cody Martin, no Nick Richardson, Nick Richardson's a game-time decision, but Mark Williams is still out. And Markelle Fultz is a game-time decision, so nothing too crazy. But on the side of the Hornets, they do have some notable outings on their end. But we feel pretty good about this one. So we're going to be taking that one for over the 5.5 line. Excuse me. And this next one, Herbert Jones. We love this line at 3.5. We played a lot at this line. He's an interesting character because he's not like a crazy offensive weapon, but he's a great defender, and it creates a lot of rebounding opportunities for him. If you look at the head-to-head, he's hit this twice, and he just missed it by 2 in the last game against them. But he's done this 6 out of 10 games and 10 out of his last 20 and 2 out of his last 5. But the matchup looks pretty good. 17th in rebounds allowed, giving up 7.8. So that's a whole bunch. He only needs 4. So I think he's very capable of getting 4. If we look at daily grind for this play, it's a 52.52% chance to go over and a minus 130. So really good odds on this one. The over-under on this game is a 228.5 over-under with an 8.5 point favorite to the Pelicans. So that's going to be a fun matchup to watch. If we look at the injury report real quick, Scotty Barnes obviously out, Bruce Brown, Jakob Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl being out is going to be a big one. We're curious to see how this plays out. I think it's going to help Emmanuel Quickley's line a lot. That's why another reason we took it. But obviously no Dyson Daniels for the Pelicans, which doesn't mean a whole lot for us, but the Jakob Poeltl I think is going to create more opportunities for Herbert Jones as well, because Jakob Poeltl is actually a freaking tower down in the paint. So he's a tough cookie down there. So we love this line. We're going to be taking that one as well. Last play to go over here is Kyrie Irving at 4.5 rebounds. We love this play. I mean, this is such a steal of a line. It's kind of like his ceiling when it comes to rebounds. He's very capable of going way over this. But this is just kind of like he floats around at 5 and 6 rebounds. Over the last 10 games, he's hit this 8 times. So he's done it plenty of times. Over the last 5, he's hit it 3 times. Obviously, Boston was a really tough matchup. In that game, I took him in a slip on Chalkboard in that one. So I know, but he didn't get any rebounds in the first half, and then he got 4 in the second half. So that just shows you kind of how quick he can get that done. In the head-to-head, he's hit this twice. He only missed it by 2 in one of the matchups, but very recently, on the 25th of February, he went for 5 against them. So we feel good about this. Also, a notable injury is Luka Doncic is questionable, and I've looked it up in a lot of different places, and they're saying with the situation that he should play, but it's unlikely that he will. But me and Russo were just talking about the West and how close it is. It's like a 2-game spread between like 3rd or like 5th and 10th. So these guys really need to be playing right now. Unfortunately for them, they don't have time to be injured unless they're really, really hurt. But we feel good about Kyrie definitely in this one. 16 out of 20 games is a ballistic spread. That's what you want to see when you're looking for a play like this. He's hit it in 25 out of 39 games he's played, so looks great to me. We're going to be taking this one for sure. Matchup's decent, 14th in rebounds, giving up 5.9, so that's all we need from him. Over under, last thing here, we got a 246 over under with a 4.5 point spread in favor of the Mavericks. So gonna be a huge game. Super stoked to watch that one. And that's all the plays.
All right, guys, that's going to cover the 5 that we have for you. Jordy was talking about Chalkboard earlier. And just so you know, like the DFS optimizer from Daily Grind, it's awesome what they do. Like instead of their typical optimization approach they have for Underdog and for Prize Picks, for Chalkboard, they give you the EV Plus, like whatever the EV Plus, the best EV Plus options are. So they'll find plays on there that'll be like I got Bertans for Charlotte one time. They showed it at 0.5 rebounds. So he just needed 0.5 to hit. Like, so one rebound would hit. And I know he's only getting like 16 minutes a game, but then they had an option on there to bump it up to 2 rebounds, and the payout was like 4.6x for just that one play. And so I rolled the dice on it. He just got one. I should have just taken the 0.5 because it was at like 2.5, but I just wanted to roll the dice on getting that 4.6x. But there's fun stuff like that. So, if you end up getting the daily grind set up and you guys try Chalkboard, definitely utilize the optimizer with Chalkboard too, because it's a fun, different approach there. But yeah, and if you guys want to check out our Discord, we've been having a blast in there. We had a great night in there. I think most people were green in there tonight. If you tailed our analysts tonight in there, we had a bunch of 2-mans popping off, a bunch of 2-man slips popping off. So definitely, if you guys want to come hang with us, it's like 50 cents a day. There's a link in the description of the video.
Please don't tail our analysts. We need those guys.
Oh man, we need a pause button for this show at this point. But yeah, guys, it's about 50 cents a day. If you go through the link in the description of the video, just go through Discord, go up to server subscriptions once you're in Discord, and then subscribe, and it'll unlock all the channels for you. We've got a nice clean setup in there, and everyone's super chill. We don't have, if anyone is ever being a jerk, like they're out of there, so, and we never need to deal with that because we just have those types of vibes with our Discord. But yeah, if you end up joining and coming and hang with us, let us know in the community chat. Say hey to everybody, and we'll all get you set up. It's just a nice family in there, so everyone's super cool. Come check us out. And that's going to do it for us, guys. We hope you have a great night. We're looking forward to this slate, and we will catch you here in just a little bit for the prize picks video.
Good luck, guys.